Hey fellow Vault Wearers, it's Angry Turtle and this is the video you have been waiting for. In collaboration with Duchess Flame, amazing content creator from Australia, I'm making this guide how to survive damage from those laser turrets, assaultrons, elemental hazards all around the world. How to do it, how to tank it, how to survive it. The link to the Duchess Flame website, the duchessflame.com, will be in the pinned comment, but look at all those resources, all those advanced guides that you will be able to find in there. They're all available, pages upon pages. And the article covering the same topic I will be covering in here is like 27 pages of additional resources, tables, informations, calculations, or you can find in there. So I hope you enjoyed. But now to the topic, the turret. This turret is deadly. It only looks so innocent. Since recent patch, a lot of energy and elemental damage have been buffed. Based on data mined information, this turret is putting 100 damage per single laser beam. And it's firing really fast. You probably have this experience. You go into the vault and when you get spotted by the turret, that's what's happening. You are being shredded. You are being shredded like that. And you could think, oh, Turtle is playing a low resistance build, that's probably why. Just add some energy resistance. And look at that. I do have 500 energy resistance, total hit points of 447, the max hit points, and I have been shredded by the turret. How is that possible? That's the effect of turrets having so much damage. But you can deal with that, and there is a lot of way to deal with the damage from a turret, so I want to cover that. You are probably familiar with diminishing return of increasing energy resistance, so I could pump energy resistance even higher than that, but this will not be enough. It will help, but it will not help enough. So what else you can do is the damage mitigation. And there is multiple scenarios you can achieve damage mitigation. First, universal damage mitigation can be achieved by Overeaters legendary prefix. Full set, 30% less damage taken as long as you eat and drink enough. So that's a lot. Full set of Overeaters is a lot. The best option will be Troubleshooter's legendary effect. A full set will reduce damage from robots by 75%, which means you will be taking 1/4 of a damage that you are normally taking. But that's not enough. There are perks that can help you out, like under agility. This one will cost you when you use it some action points, so that's probably not for everyone. It's dodgy, but it will help you out. Then you have something else you can do. A combo that allow you to survive longer. You need a vampire weapon for that. Any type of vampire weapon. And on top of that, you will need to equip a perk that's called Ricochet. That's the perk. That's the perk called Ricochet. What it does, it reflects 18% of the bullets or lasers back to the attacker. The point is that every single projectile that will get reflected, as long as you are holding a vampire weapon, will heal you by 2% of your maximum health. Now, you will say, my build cannot fit everything. That may be true, so easiest way is having a troubleshooter set. But now, a quick translation would help you the most. So vampire and ricochet combo will help you the most because those turrets are attacking so fast. The dodgy perk card will give you 30%. What else can give you 30%? If you choose to increase your energy resistance, that will be probably the toughest, is to reduce your damage to the effect similar to dodgy. Depends when you are starting from, but if you are starting from around 350-400 energy resistance, you will need to increase it by 300 to have the similar effect. So this is tough. This is tough to go solely on energy resist. But I do strongly recommend to keep energy resist high if you want to successfully tank a turret. It will be almost impossible for you to tank a turret with unyielding set of armor. I would say almost impossible, as you can get quite close. Let me demonstrate. Okay, I will equip now the doji I was talking about, so that will give me 30% damage mitigation. Doji. Then I add ricochet. That's added. That's sorted. Then I'm holding this vampire weapon. My total health is very high. I have 447, so that is a high health. You could say, oh, you are bloodied build, your maximum health doesn't matter. It's absolutely not true. I will not go over the math, but one thing you need to know. Increasing your maximum health is equally beneficial for bloodied and full health builds. So it helps exactly the same, regardless if your build is bloodied or full health. It's really worth it. Okay, let me translate it. Let's say I would have 300 health. Increasing my health from 300 to 400 is equivalent of adding another doji effect. So that's a lot. Now, I will not be using the weapon, so let me show you the difference now when I have doji, ricochet and vampire weapon. So you can see I still did Stimpak, but I survived a little bit better. But as I said, unyielding armor is probably not the way to go if you want to do the silo. It is possible, I was testing that, but I needed to boost my energy resistance to over 700 and still use occasional Stimpak. And I boosted my health to over 500, maybe it was 600. So it is hard to achieve. Now, if I equip Overeaters, that's the only difference. I'm swapping from unyielding to Overeaters set. My stats are very similar. Still the 500 of energy resistance, the same perks equipped. My water and food buffs are full, and I'm wondering under the turret fire if the turret will decide to fire at me. And you can see now if I pop a Stimpak, it's enough. Now I can pop a Stimpak and survive. They do still hit you hard. I'm not gonna lie. Those turrets do hit hard. So what I can do now, for those of you that think that buffs do not matter, I will use some buffs. So one, I'm using a buff for my maximum health. The buff you will use will depend on your build. If you are carnivore or herbivore, I'm a carnivore here. So Nuka Bottle Dog, my health will go up. And I'm popping Rat Scorpion Kebab for additional 88 energy resist. So now my stats are 586 energy resist and over 500 maximum health. And I will go under the turret again. So the turret is firing, and as you can see, now my Stimpak is absolutely enough. Oh, now the flame damage added. Flame damage, that will be the next topic in a moment. So you were able to see the flame damage. I want to discuss that too, but give me a second. Let me finish discussing energy. Now, if I will use... Oh, before I forget, you can see me on a team. The team part is extremely important. If you play solo, even with Lone Wanderer, because of the hidden buff from Speed Demon on a teammate, basically giving you like an empath effect, solo you will always take more damage. Like, I will demonstrate you what happens. You were able to see I was tanking this turret quite well. Now, if I drop a team, just want to highlight this topic. It is a very important topic. Without a team, exposing myself to a laser fire, or the laser from the behind is more willing, I'm dead like that. There is no way without a team. Without a team, you need either power armor or troubleshooter set. You cannot even do it with Overeaters. So I think that's a very important information you should keep in mind. You must be on the team with mutated teammates, at least one of them must have Speed Demon. Now the power armor situation. With power armor it will be way easier. Even a regular mixed power armor, as you can see I have here mixed pieces. 2 of them are Overeaters. There is no troubleshooters. But power armor, one thing power armor can have is on the torso, emergency protocols, 50% reduction of all the damage taken. That's the emergency protocols modification. It is indeed huge. And on top of that, power armor itself gives you 42% damage mitigation. So that's better than Doji by itself. And then of course every power armor will provide you with quite significant resistance. So that's additional benefit. Now I'm in power armor. My energy resistance similar to Secret Service, as Union is not really so tanky in energy resistance aspect. So similar energy resistance as I had before. Not even full set of Overeaters, but I have emergency protocols here. So then I go under the turret. And this turret... Come on turret, wake up. And look at that. I'm tanking it way better. I don't even need Stimpack anymore. As you can see, all the healing I'm getting, that's a vampire weapon with ricochet effect. So that's what's happening in here. The turrets are firing. I can tank it super easily. If you don't have emergency protocols, any set of power armor with troubleshooter effect, even 1 star, even if it's Raider, will let you run through silo without any problem. Let's now cover elemental damage like fire. I don't think this Mr. Handy is willing to cooperate, so we'll find a floater. So we have in here fire-wielding floater, and as you can see this floater is attacking me and I'm tanking it quite well. There is a lot of people saying that fireproof doesn't work, but fireproof actually works. Equipping a vampire weapon, this flame can be reflected by ricochet, so you can see I can heal on this floater. But why is that? I can exit power armor and you can see the different amount of damage I will be taking now. Now you can see I'm taking more damage and the flamethrower is literally melting my health much faster. Why is that? What is the main culprit of that? As you can see in here, I have no fire resist at all. I do have all other mitigation stuff. I have dodgy, I have high health, I have ricochet, and I have vampire weapon equipped. So that helps. But look at that, what's going on when those fireballs go. I do need to use Stimpack to survive it. Why is it so much better in power armor? Especially that I'm wearing a full set at this moment. Still a full set of Overeaters Secret Service armor. It doesn't work very well. Why is that? I do have fireproof, as you can notice. The reason for that is elemental attacks of enemies have been either buffed or fixed, or in some cases both. Floaters in the past used to incorrectly use energy damage, so it was reduced by your energy resistance. Now, my energy resistance absolutely does not matter when I'm facing this floater. What does matter is my total damage mitigation as well as my fire resistance. I have 0 here. If I enter this power armor, the main difference is, outside of having all regular power armor resistances, why it doesn't do anything and only heals me, the reason for that is 25 fire resistance. And you could think, wait a second, how does it help you if you said that for energy you need to have like 629? Different damage sources. A lot of dot damage cannot be reduced by damage mitigation, but can be reduced by fire resistance. The flamer damage is actually relatively low damage per hit, but it's a flame damage, so nothing else can reduce it but fire resistance. And Fireproof does work, but as if any other damage sources, the combination of damage mitigation, which are all those percentage values, and damage resistance is the key. That's the secret. The second thing is your maximum health. There is a lot to this topic, but I will skip any presentation in power pain this time around, as this video is already quite lengthy. But to summarize for you, how to tank damage. First, you need resistance. If it comes to poison or fire, 25 is already a lot. When it comes to energy resistance, the starting value is 350. Below that, you will get melted by turrets, even with Overeaters set and all the damage mitigation perks. 350 is starting value. You can go lower only if you have full set of troubleshooters. You can go higher, there is indeed diminishing return, but going from 350 to over 600, if you can, will still help. Of course it will help. It's just not helping as much as initial 350 energy resistance. So 3 things. The magic trio. Maximum health, increasing that. Increasing resistance, and increasing mitigation. Try to do all 3. Focusing on one will never yield such a good result as focusing on all 3. About the cryo damage, you can mostly ignore cryo resistance, as there is literally like 3 cryo hazards in the world of Fallout, so you will most likely avoid it, or just high health will be enough. You just kill whatever is doing cryo damage first and you will be good. I hope this video will be helpful. If you still have questions, if you don't understand something, I do encourage you to check out the article. There will be even more informations down there. But now, look at this floater just healing me. And no, I don't even need dodgy in this case scenario, as I already do have power armor with fire resistance. 25 fire resistance is magical versus flamers of any kind. This power armor, slight fire resistance, and I can even tank a flamer from Mr. Handy. And that being said, this is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed those informations, and I hope to see you in the next one.